about you have written about a corporation attack towards environmental, like not only seed companies but Facebook, for example, and Microsoft. What I want to know is what is the next steps of capitalism in this environmental and how the left-wing movements deal with it.
So the war chemicals came out of war and the war industry took over our agriculture and spread the lie of industrial farming, which is why we now have to build agroecology movements, and we have to build the movements that are promoting agroecology. The next step of attempt to control is the convergence of information technologies and biotechnology. Using information technology, whether it's genomic mapping, to say, oh, just like Columbus discovered America when he lost his way coming to India, they don't know what a genome is. Saying about the seed, the peasant who evolved the seed knows, the woman who evolved that seed knows. A few lines on a genomic map is not knowledge of the seed, but they are trying to use that to take patents. There are already 1,500 patents, and Bill Gates is leading this rush for genomic patents and gene editing based patents. People like Facebook are using social media to colonize our minds. Facebook tried to come to India with something called free basics and say, we'll give you some stuff basic on internet, but then you buy everything from us. Some of us knew what this was about. We built a huge movement joining the free internet people and the seed freedom people, and this was stopped at the level of the regulator. Slim, who is the richest man of Mexico, has joined with Bill Gates. So the idea is the companies and the Bill Gates and the Slims and the Facebooks start to take all knowledge, convert it into data, turn that data into proprietary data, sell it back through our smartphones. That's why they're after farmers, getting smartphones and getting their messages. This is the time for farmers to realize they're the source of the seed, they're the source of the knowledge. Monsanto has bought up the world's biggest climate data company, the world's biggest soil data company, and has now got a partnership with the biggest tractor maker called John Deere to put spyware. They use that language, to put spyware so when the machine will move on the farm, the data of the soil will be sent to Monsanto. Monsanto will sell that same data to the farmer from whom it was stolen. So we need a satyagraha, like Gandhi refused to allow the salt laws of the British. We need to make sure farmers say no to the pesticides, no to the GMOs, and no to data being sold in this language of big data. Our seeds are ours, our knowledge is ours.
And another question is, here in Brazil, a problematic issue is like with the native population, for example, that are actually being killed by agribusiness. Yeah. Why the governments, even the progressive, cannot fight against it?
Well, the sad thing is, as WTO and globalization took power upwards and outwards, local power and local authority moved out, and centralized governments, national governments, got more and more power. To win elections, they have to turn to the same agribusiness. I know I used to come and help the Workers' Party train on biosafety to fight GMOs. And then it was when the Workers' Party was elected that GMOs were made legal, because Lula was having to depend on the soil lobby to have won elections. So the solution to this is to bring power back to community. This centralized governance, driven by big money, will constantly exterminate life on Earth and native people. And as there was a campaign recently, first they came for Julian Assange. Of course, indigenous people are under threat, but every progressive is under threat. Every good journalist is under threat. Every independent researcher is under threat. Every good doctor who tells you cancer is growing with pesticide and herbicide spraying is under threat. I have watched this happen in Argentina. So the only way even progressive governments will stop being partners of the genocide is when we take power back.